All right, welcome back to the lunch table. Food for thought. I'm Nico. Blitz. Make sure you hit that subscribe button at the bottom left-hand corner. Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio app. If you don't want to see my face for a whole hour. My next guest, shout out to Texas, man. We've been getting a lot of people from Texas up in here. He recently opened up for Travis Scott, Lil Wayne, and Pilo. Shout out to the Bay Area at Jambalaya. And I hope I didn't butcher that name. He has this record out called Check On Me featuring Lil Baby. And he has an album out right now called Pay the Fee. Formerly known as Kenny G, but now we know him as Who Killed Kenny. What's poppin', man?
What's the word, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Yourself?
I'm good. It's pretty hot out here today, though.
Yeah? You got, like, the Texas grill and everything, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, one thing I love about Texas is that they cultivated so much for hip-hop culture, man. Like, whether it came from, like, the style of music to the grills that you're obviously wearing, bro. Like, Texas is very influential in hip-hop.
Yeah, man. A lot of people copy Texas.
Yeah.
A lot of people. So, yeah.
Yeah, even, like, you know, I know Drake spent some time in Texas when he was younger, but, like, I remember when he was implementing, like, a whole bunch of, like, the slow shit that you guys put on. Yeah. I'm like, damn, that's so much influence, man.
Yeah, him, A$AP, a lot of people's favorite. Texas is, like, always been a big part of the culture.
Yeah. Coming from your perspective, who's been, like, your favorite rapper from Texas? Because, I mean, me personally, like Mike Jones was probably my favorite rapper at one point.
Yeah, definitely coming up. Mike Jones was. It's been so many people that are great. I probably don't got like a favorite, but I mean like I'm most inspired by Travis. That's for sure.
Course,
so
man.
like, and then it's just crazy to see somebody do what he's done, and he's like from up the street.
100%, man. I mean he's currently killing it. He has that Netflix special going on right now too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And you ended up opening up for him like recently. When was that? Like in May, right?
Yeah, that was in May. I was on a festival, Jambalaya, and he was headlining it. It was pretty crazy.
How'd that come about?
My people just asked me to get on it, and we did it. And it was just like a cool ass experience, man. Just to be on the lineup with some of my favorite artists, like even Lil Wayne, he was on there, and it was just crazy because like I remember going to Lil Wayne concerts, so now to like be on the same stage as him, you know what I mean? It's like. It's crazy.
It's super surreal. It's like you never really thought you would. I mean, you probably thought you would get to that point, but you never thought it would like actually happen.
Yeah, I never thought I would actually like, be like on the same even lineup as him. So it's pretty crazy.
So I mean, between like the Travis Scotts and like the Lil Waynes, who are like some of the influences that you grew up on?
It's so many people. I don't know. I listen to a little bit of everything. Like a lot of Texas music for sure. Like that was probably number one, but like outside of that, man, I don't know. It's so many artists.
There's so many, bro.
I would say a little bit of everybody. Like I can't even pinpoint a few artists because I literally listen to like everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
So then, who are you listening to right now, other than like yourself, obviously?
I listen to a lot of Larry June.
Shout out to the Bay Area.
Yeah, he's super. Like I just fuck with his style. I listen to a lot of Larry. I listen to Don Toliver a lot. Yeah, those probably the main two people that like I jam like every day. I'm at least playing a song from them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
those are really like two dope ass artists who are out right now.
Yeah,
but let's get back on track and talk about you, bro.
Yes,
like,
sir.
I mean, you go from like Kenny G to Who Killed Kenny. Where did the name change come from?
I got super popular in my city, and everybody was calling me Kenny G. That was like my name for the longest. And as I got more and more serious with my music, I learned that there was like a saxophone player named Kenny G. So he had copyrights over his name. So when I was meeting with lawyers and stuff, they were just telling me that like, eventually I'm going to have to change it. So I just said, fuck it, coming in 2019, I'm going to change my name. And then that's when I moved out here as well. So I was like, I'm going to change my name. It's a new start, and I'm just going to like rebrand this. So it's been going pretty cool. And I feel like Who Killed Kenny like pops out like on festival flyers and stuff because like it's so long, and then it's pretty tight.
But then also, why go with the name Who Killed Kenny? Were you kind of just like killing off the last, the person who you are before in terms of like the music shit?
Well, I'm always gonna be known like in my city as Kenny G. So it's like I was just trying to find something funny to go with it. So that's why I don't think nobody's gonna come up to me being like, "What's up? Who killed Kenny?" I just figure people call me Kenny or Kenny G type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I just put Who Killed Kenny because I mean like there is a story behind my name. You know what I mean? Like imagine building your name up all this time and then a lawyer tell you have to change it.
Yeah.
And be like, fuck. And I built like a whole thing under my name, and then I had to just change it.
Yeah, that's rough, bro. It must have been a little bit heartbreaking trying to go through that process.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite, but it's cool.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I prefer Who Killed Kenny G though. It
Yeah.
kind of like has a really good ring to it, and you
Mhm.
know, you're right. Like once you see that on like a festival lineup, it's like,
Yeah.
yo, like who was this cat? But you know, it seems like you've been doing your shit for a while now. Like, when did you start rapping?
I've probably been rapping for, I don't know, I was doing shows when I was like 16. I was opening up for artists all in my city, like Wale, Ty Dolla $ign, like
Oh wow.
a bunch of people. I've been like on a bunch of stages, so I had a lot of like practice. You know what I mean? So I've been rapping like forever. It's what I've always wanted to do. Now I would say like 2019 is my first year taking like the business more serious. I've always been a businessman. I just like been very like impatient in the past. So now I feel like this is the
Yeah.
first year where like I feel like I'm actually stepping into the game and like trying to like, you know, put like more of a business mindset behind all my moves. I'm not just like rapping just to be in the
Yeah,
studio.
you're not
You know
just
what I
like
mean?
rapping and putting yourself out there because you
Yeah.
know I listen to a lot of Wendy Day, and she basically has said that what happens is that a lot of artists come into this game without realizing that like it's not a fucking game.
Nah.
It's like a whole industry that you have to maneuver through, and the more
Yeah.
you know about the industry, the more you'll be able to like maneuver through it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I would agree with that. For sure.
100%, man. So then, like, what kind of like, I guess, tools have you been like picking up in order to like know more about the industry?
I guess like when I just step out to events, just learning information, you know what I mean? Chopping it up with people that's like been through different things. So I kind of like use people's past experience for my tools. There's not really like a way to do it, you know what I mean? Everybody can do it their own way, but I just like listen to a few people that I've asked for advice or they just told me different things.
Well, who have you asked advice from?
Just like producers I be around. My boy Coop always brings me around like hell of people. So like anybody we go around, I'm asking them for advice. You know what I'm saying? Because producers, I feel like they've been around like longer than a lot of these rappers. So like they see a lot of things fail. They work with a lot of different artists. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, yeah, and you think about like the longevity of like Timbaland, for example, right? And I mean, I think Timbaland is a lot more of a recognizable name than you know going down the whole list of people who he's worked with. I mean, granted, you're gonna get somebody like Justin Timberlake, for example, who you remember, but then you also got to remember he's worked with like fucking Missy Elliott, Nelly Furtado, and like a whole slew of people. And to me, it's like the producers are the people who don't necessarily get that shine in the industry, but they're probably one of the most important factors for music to get out there.
Right.
Shit, without the producers, the music wouldn't even be made.
100%. I give all my credit to the producers. You did.
So that's your boy. He's
Yeah.
produced all your shit?
Yeah, he produces like everything that I do damn near. Like literally everything. Like we and him moved out here together. Like he's from Texas as well. He goes by OK Coop. And we just been like grinding it all out.
So how'd y'all meet?
We met through my homie Jonathan. He was living in Houston. I was living in Austin. And we just like booked a session and then I think that's how we linked up, right? Yeah. Oh, well, he was sending me beats, and then we went from there.
Damn, that's it.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that?
Woo! I was probably like 19, 18. I was like 8. Yeah.
Oh, so you're like, what, 23?
I'm 22.
You're 22?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, I mean, did you have, like, any plans, like, after high school to, like, do something that wasn't music, or did it kind of just, like, fall into your lap?
Nah, I always wanted to do music. Like, in my school, like I was in high school doing a lot of shows already. You feel me? So, I've always wanted to do music. I just knew after high school, I was like, I just got to get some money, you know what I'm saying? So I started, like, throwing parties. I was just hustling.
Throwing parties?
Yeah, like, I threw, like, the biggest parties in my city. Like
Shit.
1,200 kids would come out. 700 kids would come out.
Fuck?
Yeah, like, they weren't, like, regular parties. They were, like events, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And I just threw ratchet
You got, like,
parties.
the whole twerk team, like...
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a bunch of, like, sweat and ratchetness.
Sweat, musty-ass motherfuckers, man. I remember, like, doing, like, a little house party one time, and, like, the ceiling... If I stand up, the ceiling was, like, this close to me, right?
Damn.
And you've seen, like, the sweat just dripping from the ceiling and shit. And I'm just like, bruh, I am not about this shit right now.
Oh, man, yeah. I've had some crazy experiences at my party. So
What was the craziest party that you threw?
Probably my Halloween party.
Oh, God.
It was just ratchet. Like, yeah, it went down. It went on.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, it went.
The first thing that came to mind when you said a Halloween party, I was thinking of your song "Super Wet."
Yeah.
Because I was imagining motherfuckers in like their costumes and shit, just like getting down, like.
What
Yeah.
things can you say on this show?
Yeah.
Anything, bro. Anything, man. Anything you want to share. We could go far left.
I don't know if y'all want to take it there. The party.
No, we could take it there, bro. I'm down. We could take it there.
Like, it was just a lot of crazy things happening at the parties. The wildest thing is like, there was a slogan going around because everybody used to call me Kenny G, and I just had these long ass lines for my party. Like I said, it'd be like 200 people in line at all night type shit.
Okay.
Like it was like a thing to get in. So when people got in, they were like, "Oh, I paid the fee." I have my brand called Pay the Fee.
Okay.
So everybody was just like, "Yeah, man, pay the fee to meet the G, this, that, and the third." There was a video going around. It got sent to me after the party. Of like there was a girl outside. She was mad she didn't get in, so she started like I guess like just fucking with guys, and she started giving everybody head in the line. It was like, and there's a video of it, and like in the video, yeah, it was wild. And in the video, she was just like, I didn't get to meet Kenny.
But I gave everybody head, though.
She was weird. It was it was. I said like at my parties, it was like it was going on. People were there for a reason. So like, yeah, it was. I'm for real. Like that.
No, I'm sure you're for real. That shit sounds so crazy to me.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, it was.
It's like there was like no return for her. She just did it,
and she didn't have no shame in her game. And like being at my parties, like I think people enjoyed it so much because it was an experience. You know what I mean? I targeted the kids. You know what I mean? I was coming up. I'm fresh out of high school, so I'm like, I didn't like fuck with working 9 to 5 and stuff like that. I mean, I did at one point in time, but like I was like, I need more bread. I gotta move faster. I like too many nice things.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta hustle, and I started doing these parties, and like. People popped out, so I was very grateful for that. I was like super popular, like the radio station in the city used to like shout out my parties and stuff. It was like a thing.
Damn, bro. It sounds like you are just a personification of what an independent entrepreneur should be.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like just being able to do that at such a young age, because you know I'm from the Bay, right? And I used to promote like a gang of parties, and we would probably get like 300-400 people in there. But to get like try to get 1,200 people in there, 800 plus is like phenomenal.
Yeah,
and
bro.
especially for like, you know, like grabbing the attention of like mainstream, you know, like your radio stations and whatnot, like being like, yo, you need to get your ass up in this party.
Yeah, it was like a thing, and it was crazy. I had people there from like 18 to 30. Like it was like a wide range. Like it was like a thing.
Christ,
it was like
bro.
it felt like a. It didn't even look like a party. It felt more like a mini festival every 2 weeks.
So you know, my question is like, it seems like the party shit that you had going on in Texas was like super popping off. Like, are you done with that, or how come you're not continuing that?
Just because I got too popular in the city, where like, I was too popular and I got known for parties, and like that wasn't the goal. The goal was for me to get popular from it to promote my music. So I got so like my demand for parties was so like my Snapchat was crazy.
Like stupid high.
I used to get like 5,000 screenshots. Like my shit got sent around. Like it was like viral for like my town. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like I got so popular for that, and it got to a point where like my mom would go out and people be like, "Oh, you're Kenny's mom. He's the one who throws all the parties." And I didn't want that. Like I didn't like hearing that because I didn't really care for the parties. I really was just doing it to get the bread to put behind my music. You feel me?
Yeah.
But like. I accomplished my goal in like becoming popular from that, but like it just was sidetracking me from like actually recording and shit like that.
I feel you.
But I'm grateful for it because like without that, it gave me like a jump start to.
I mean, honestly, you were able to like, because what tends to happen is that, you know, an artist just wants to like get signed to get that advance, so they got their money and, you know, says they can pay for like the recording time and whatnot. But it sounds like for you, like, you were able to build up your own resume, right? Like, throwing all these parties, making your own bread, and you said, man, fuck it. Like, I don't need nobody else to pay for the shit that I need to do. I'm going to go ahead and pay for my producer, my fucking studio time, everything.
And that's what I did. Because I've always wanted to be, like, independent because I feel like it feels better when you like get it out the mud more that way. You feel
and when
me?
You own all your shit too, bro.
Yeah, I'm a businessman, bro. I'm trying to get paid. I'm trying to get everybody around me paid. So like, yeah.
So then, how did people perceive you from being like the party guy transitioning over to the rapper?
Some people hate it, you feel me? Some people was following me beforehand. Like, the only reason why my party was successful at first is because people knew me from the music. So I started off small, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, it wasn't like too crazy, but like some people were just like, well, I thought you threw parties. So then like I had to do things like I think that's around the time when I did the song with Lil Baby. I was like, you know what, let me go link up with somebody who's already like, who the public perceives as like a rapper.
Yeah.
And then if I put myself with this, now everybody, it's more easy for people to accept it that we're already like following what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or makes them just think I did multiple things. So
no, I get you, man. Like I think it's good because you have like, it seems like you just had like a lot of hands on like a lot of shit that made sense and like meshed well together.
Right.
So you know, since we're on like the Lil Baby topic for Check on Me, right? I think it was on No Jumper when I found it. But how did that collaboration come about between you and Lil Baby?
My boy Jonathan, he like is he assists for the Migos, so he's always at the QC like spot or whatever.
Yeah.
And they pretty much just linked me up, and we just got it done. So yeah.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Bread and butter, easy shit.
Yeah, I just my people, everybody that I'm connected with, they're all like doing their own thing. So
Yeah.
But you know, we all have the same goal. Everybody's trying to help pop off what we got going on.
So for Check on Me, was that a song that was created by both of you in the studio, or like did you make your verse and then you send it off to him?
We had just no, I think we recorded my verse the night before.
Yeah.
And then we went to Atlanta like the next day, and then we played it for him, and he fucked with it, and then he did his verse, and then was like, "Fuck it, let's do a video."
Oh, word.
And then we shot it like
super easy, man.
Yeah, we shot it right in the studio.
Man,
so.
shout out to Lil Baby. It sounds like that process was just like
he was like
super
easy.
easy.
He recorded super fast. He was like pretty fucking tight. So that was pretty tight. And then to see like his success now, like it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, you keep yourself in like a good circle too. Like, you know, seeing as how like you're connected with like Lil Baby, obviously, and like a couple other people from QC. Like, have you had like any talks of like potentially signing with QC?
No, like I haven't had any like talks or signing with them at all. But I'm honestly not interested in signing with anybody right now. Like,
why is that?
I just want to build my leverage. You know what I'm saying? I want to work on my stats, my numbers. You know what I'm saying? And just getting as much done as I can for as long as I can. Because the longer I hold out and build my own brand, like the more money I can get. You feel me? So, like, I got a lot of other little things that I'm, like, doing outside of music that, like, goes with my brand.
Oh, I've seen, man. I think I clicked on your website, and then you got, like, some shoes going for, like, $275. I'm like, bruh.
I sold a few pair, too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was crazy. So, like, that just let me know, like, that was, If I can do that on my own, I don't necessarily, like, need a label. Like, I know how to make money for sure.
Yeah. Because you had, like, I think you had, like, some sweaters going up for, like, $50 too. And, like, you know, my thing is, it's like, I think as long as people are buying the shit, it's like,
we're
fuck
good.
it.
Yeah. I mean, I was in high school selling merch. So I'm not new to the merch game. You know what I mean? I was, like, always hustling. Like, anybody who knows me know, like, Kenny's a hustler.
Yeah.
Right? So I was always, like,
Man, I
trying to make
respect
money.
that shit 100%, bro.
Appreciate it,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he bought the chains by himself. He bought the grill and the glasses by himself. All the trademark shit. 100%. You dig?
So yeah. So I got it all like out the mud for sure. Like I had to hustle and do a lot of shit. So I feel like right now I'm in a good position. I just wanna. My team is solid. I don't really like need the label to do anything for me right now. And also another thing we got going on is I just got my own tequila. I just came back from. Yeah,
bruh, and you ain't pulled up with it?
Honestly, we supposed to get our cases tomorrow. Like they were at the border, and you know when it's like alcohol, it's coming from Mexico, so like it just goes through like a longer process. But like I'll definitely like bring y'all like a few bottles up here. I definitely like wish I had one to put right here.
We can do a little sponsorship type thing. I don't know, bruh.
Yeah, it's called Agave Boom. It's about to be in stores this month. So, yeah, it'll be pretty tight. We're about to start doing a few little events here and there and, like, sponsoring little things. So, like, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm like a businessman. So, like, I got, like, a lot of other little things going that are, like, going to go back into the music.
You know, low-key, you're kind of reminding me of, like, E40 just a little bit.
Why you say that?
Well, because, like, I mean, E40, obviously, one of, like, the big rap icons, right? Of, like, the West Coast and, you know, potentially of the world. But, like... I'm just saying, E40's fucking great. But, on top of that, like, being, like, an entrepreneur, like, running his own label, for example, and if we're gonna keep it in alcohol, this motherfucker got like his own beer, his own tequila, his own wine, and I'm just like, there's not that many quote unquote rappers who like have that shit going for themselves, you know.
Man. I think like for me, like music is like my number one thing. I would like do music for free because I'm so passionate about it, but I'm not. You feel me? I think most artists should try to like look at music as like a platform to do other things, because like with the music, man, you have like, I feel like everybody has like a time frame, you feel me, or when you're super 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 hot, you feel me, and I feel like that's just a platform to do other things. Like look at Diddy, he's been around for like forever almost, you know what I mean? And
but I mean, he ain't even doing music anymore.
Yeah, he's like,
he chilling.
Yeah, he Cologne,
and
Ciroc,
but
like a bunch of other things.
You could even do the Jay-Z shit and then just drop a random album, like, you know, like years later.
But they would neither one of them would like be there without the music. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of like more my mindset with this. Like I'm super passionate about this. Like I said, I've always wanted to do this, but I know like I'm not gonna be probably 45 trying to go in. You feel me? Like, I'm like
what we got going, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to kick back and let the money work for me. So
hey man, that's I think you got like a millionaire mindset, bro. Like if I'm being 100%
billionaire,
really, my bad.
Yeah, man.
I got the B and the M mixed up.
Yes, sir.
But like, fuck, what was I gonna say? It was like right on the tip of my fucking head. So, I remember now. So, like, you know, you being able to, like, throw parties, make that poppin', make music, make it poppin', and, you know, like, you obviously have, like, your alcohol that you're pushing right now. Like, where does all this passion, like, come from? Like, why is this entrepreneurship so important for you to pursue? My God, Kenny in some deep thought right now.
I'm just thinking about the question. Probably from like never really having nothing. Mm-hmm. That's probably where like most of like my ambition comes from. And I like my dad's locked up, but he was a hustler, so he was trying to do what he could to like get the bread. And my mom always worked like 2 jobs and like tried to get shit. So like they kept me pretty well. My mom kept me pretty good. Like growing up, I never had to like, you know, need for food or like a home or nothing like that. But like all the extra stuff I wanted, like, you know, I'm into drink, I'm into like club, like I want to look, like I like all these little things. Anything else I ever really wanted, I had to like hustle to go get. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just growing up with that mindset, it just like when I found out I wanted to do music, like that's probably like where most of this passion comes from. And then like as I grow up, I got people around me, and like I start to realize like how important I am, and like my life affects other people's life. Like as soon as I go, like that affects my man's and my other man's and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? And that's like putting bags in other people's lives. So like, just that I don't know, man. I want to be good. I don't really like struggling. You feel me? Yeah. So like, I feel like that's where like most of like my like passion comes from.
I hear you, bro. That's a really good mindset to have. Like it just sounds like you're really out there to help, you know, your family, your community, and your people like build with you, and like so that all of you don't have to struggle, or you know, like for the people who look up to you, like you could let them know too, like yo, like you don't have to struggle because there's a way to go about things.
100%.
I was even seeing I think I clicked I saw your name on like YouTube, and you actually used to make money off like rolling dice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like I said, bro, I was like doing a bunch of shit. I was selling Skittles. I was rolling dice. Like, yo, I'm for real. I used to like when I used to live with my grandma. I used to go to like we had like a Dollar Tree or something by the house. Yeah. This is back when I didn't have no bread. I used to like steal all the candy, and I'm going to school selling everything $2. I swear, for real. I'm for real. I'm making.
That's some real shit.
And then I used to like go to the barber shop. I was cool with my barber. I didn't like paying for my haircut, but I always wanted a haircut. I could not be seen without a haircut. It was like my thing. If I didn't have a hat on, I need a cut. Like that's just how I'm for real, bro. Like I
feel you.
Like I don't feel right if I don't got my haircut, bro. Like
man, you making me feel like I need to get the fuck up out of here.
Nah, I used to get my haircut like every 2 days. Like it's like serious to me. Like
bro, that just sounds extra as fuck, bro. Well, every 2 days.
Well, see, I've always had a relationship with every single barber that I had, where like. Just because I did music, it was more just like, yo, post me and I'm cutting your hair. So you got it. Every 2 days, I'm with my boy. You feel me? So yeah, man. Like image is important.
Yeah.
And I feel good. Like, I don't know how girls feel when they get their nails done and stuff, but like the girls that I spoke to, like, they really like, feel like the shit when they had that done. So that's how I feel when I get my hair cut.
Oh, shit, man. That sounds like my girl. So my girl got like eyelash, like, what's it called, Ange? Like, not like, yeah, she got like eyelash extensions, and she got to get that shit filled in like every 3 weeks. And I'm over here looking at it like, I get it, because it's kind of like the same way I get a haircut every 2 weeks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like one of those things to like build like, I guess, self-esteem.
Right.
And, make sure you look presentable in every way possible. So, Kenny, man, pay the fee. Where did that stem from? He was like, man, I was waiting for this question.
Yeah, man, pay the fee. It just came from me, like, I would say hustling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like my whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So
I could tell.
From the pay the fee really started when I started doing the party. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, we used to do promo videos for my party, and like at the end of the party, at the end of each video, I was like, hey man, make sure y'all bring y'all cash, you know what I'm saying? Pay the fee to meet the G, because ain't nothing free. Like, everybody used to love doing free parties, and I wasn't with that. So I was like, hey man, you have to pay the fee to meet the goddamn G. That's how I was, like, in my little videos. And like, it rhymed, and it just had a little ring to it. And like, at first I was just saying it. And then, like, my fans in line, like during the recap videos, they was like, pay the fucking fee.
Pay the fee.
Like, people were excited about paying me. So I was with the shit. So I'm like, pay the fee, pay the fee, pay the fee. And then, just dealing with a few women and getting it right. So, like, I feel like, that's where pay the fee came from.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
shit.
and then we got it right now.
Man,
yeah.
I'm excited for Who Killed Kenny and also pay the fee, because
Yeah, sure.
I don't think I've had somebody who hustles as hard as you on this shit,
Yeah, you probably
bro.
hasn't, bro.
No shit. Hey, man, you got to step off the light. We got to get the light on his face, man. What you doing? Hey, bro, you got to pay that fee.
Oh, man.
Nah, I'm just- Yo. Who Killed Kenny, man? I'm really fucking with the project right now. What more do you have in store for us for like 2019, 2020?
2019. Well, next week I'm dropping a video on No Jumper.
Okay.
The super wet video, actually. So
Yes.
yeah, it's gonna be super fire.
You know what got me about that song?
What's that?
I was like cleaning like my room and shit.
Yeah.
And then as soon as like the end hit, like the beat was playing, and I was like, cool. And then all I heard was da 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 da, and I was like, oh shit! That was the little icing on the cake. I was like, that was fire.
Yeah, man. A lot of people like that. The video's crazy too. Yeah. My boy Roof, Rodney, and Dreams, like, they all helped me do this, and it was crazy. And like it. I like the video so much, and I can't wait to put it out, because like I'm like truly independent, and like my quality of my visuals look better than a lot of rappers right now. A lot of artists in general. Like, the video quality is like out of here. So I'm excited to put it out, man. We're gonna do numbers.
Yeah, shit, I'm excited
Yeah,
for
man.
you, bro.
Yes,
Motherfucking
sir.
Who Killed Kenny, man.
Yes, sir.
One last question I want to ask you. I've been staring at your chains for like this whole time, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I already know, the Kenny G, obviously, your previous name, and pay the fee. What's RRW?
It's Road Runners World. It's my people in Dallas, Texas, like the
Okay.
gang that we fucking with. So like, yeah, Road Runners World. Shout out to my boy Simo. It's like his shit, and bro just always looked out for me, so he gave me the chain.
Man, shout out to Simo. Shout out to Roadrunners World,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Who Killed Kenny? Where can everybody find you?
Man, you can find me on Twitter still at Kenny GTV, but Instagram, that's Who Killed Kenny, man. And yeah, you can find me. I'm in Los Angeles right now, running it up.
Yay! This is the lunch table, food for thought. I'm Nico Blitz. Who Killed Kenny? Pay the fee out right now, and
Yes,
we are out,
sir.
everybody. Yay!